Alright, so what is good, everybody on YouTube? This is, of course, your boy B, Bullet RC, coming at you guys again with yet another WTF. And today, listen, I got one favor I gotta ask you. When you get done watching today's video, make sure you peep yesterday's video. Y'all been asking for a sneaker pickup vlog. We did that, and we had some early heat come in. And we had my man Cairo on the cam. So once you get done watching this video, a link will be down below. Hey, make sure you peep yesterday's video, or at least go drop a like on that bit, and make sure you drop a like on this bit. But listen, the weekend is almost over, so you know what time it is. It's time to get into this week's Heat or Hype, where we get into the latest sneaker releases, sneaker rumors, or anything I want to talk about in the sneaker or streetwear world. That is what we do here today. And remember, if I don't talk about a shoe, either I forgot about it, didn't edit it in, or was just that Basura. That I did not want to expose y'all to it, but this week we have the resident king of Basura back in the building, and trust me, we are going to be getting into it, and of course, I'm going to be exposing you to it. Now, this week we got a lot of new news, some new leaks, and a lot of confirmed dates for some big sneaker releases that we've been waiting on this year. And just in total, we have a lot to cover. Now, let's not waste any more time. Like I said before, make sure you drop a like on this vid, and let's get into this week's Heat or Hype. First up, we got a quick update on those Strawberry Cough SBs. Now, we know that this shoe was supposed to drop earlier this year. We were thinking it's a 420 release, and then blam, out of nowhere, the reverse Skunk Dunks dropped. So people thought that maybe it got pushed back, maybe it got canceled, but it does seem that this shoe is still going to be dropping sometime later this year. So if you're still waiting on this pair, if you're still holding your breath for these joints, they should be dropping sometime, like I said, later this year. Now, the next one we have is this Biohack Air Jordan 1. And we talked about these a while ago, but back then we didn't really have any dates or retails for anything. So for those of y'all that were waiting, the date is now September 4th, and that date was changed from September 5th to the 4th on August 5th. So hopefully I didn't just confuse you, but yeah, they're dropping on September 4th. This one, in my opinion, I would like to get a pair in early, because it is one of those one-off Air Jordan 1 colorways, but I can also see how somebody might say these are Basura, because the colors is just... it's a weird color combo on these, but it's just weird enough that I might pull people in. I've been seeing more and more pictures of them, and I'm kind of starting to like them more and more. They kind of ugly, yeah, but it's something about this pair. But September 4th for 170, that's when they drop it. Another Air Jordan 1 on October 31st. The dark mocha Air Jordan 1 should be dropping. And I'm telling y'all right now, this one is going to be a problem. This shoe has had people on basically the edge of their seats ever since they were talked about in the beginning, and people have been tracking and tracking and tracking this release date, because this shoe was supposed to drop originally in June, but we had so many delays earlier this year that this shoe got pushed back now until October 31st, which is the supposed release date at this time. So Halloween, the brown, black, and white joints should be dropping. All I'm gonna say is good luck. I'm definitely gonna be trying for a pair. I used to call them kind of Diet Travis Scott's, but I think they got their own solidified spot. It's something a little bit different, and dropping on Halloween, not a bad move. Another Air Jordan 1, the high top black and gold joints, the all over patent leather joints, should be dropping on Cyber Monday for that regular retail of 170. The only other shoe that I'm waiting to hear more on is the OG Fire Red 4s. We heard about those earlier this year, but as of right now, there really hasn't been any updates other than, yeah, Fire Red 4s dropping Black Friday, but I mean, we haven't heard anything really on those or seen photos of that shoe yet. Now, the Fire Reds wasn't the focus. The black and gold ones were the focus, but it just made me think about the Black Friday release, and well, I'm staying hopeful, but we'll just have to wait and see. We also had this random pair of 2020 Jordan Brand Classic samples drop. As you guys can see right here, it is on an Air Jordan 9, and it's a mixture of kind of like that regular leather. You got the patent leather on it as well, and then you kind of have this galaxy print. Now, of course, this is just a promo sample, so it probably won't ever release, but you guys let me know down below, if this did drop, would you have copped it? it does kind of seem like a more of a GS release to me. The Galaxy Prono, we've seen some of the Galaxy stuff come back, and again, that was for, I believe, the women's collection or women's side of things, other than the Air Max 90s. But I mean, at the end of the day, they're promo samples, so we'll probably never see them. Jumping into some CPFM and Nike news, there should be a CPFM pair of Forces dropping later on this fall. Actually, 2 pairs, and I believe the color code is white, white, light bone, and black, black, white. So that's really not telling us a lot. Of course, you guys are gonna see this photo right here, which is just a mock-up of the shoe. There are no actual leaked photos of it yet, but judging by CPFM's track record so far with Nike, I would assume it should be some heat, but we're just gonna have to wait and see on these as well. We also got a look at this brand new Air Force One with the crater foam, using that same tech from the Space Hippie pairs. Y'all might have noticed the Space Hippie box in the back again. Make sure you peep yesterday's video. But I believe this specific pair of Air Force Ones is gonna be a women's release. I'm all for Nike trying out some new stuff with the crater foam, even with the ISPA stuff, maybe mixing ISPA and crater foam. And I feel like they're doing that with the ISPA Drifter joint, but I don't really like how the Drifter looks. But back to the topic, the Air Force Ones, you know, they're not bad, but I would wait for a different colorway, me personally. Now, y'all know we're gonna get into some type of dunk news or SB news, and this first one is for Valentine's Day next year, 2021. Blam, y'all see right here. Now, this is a mock-up, and this immediately reminds me of the Strange Love dunks. And that's just because this is only a mock-up based off of the color code we got right now. And the colors are Atomic Pink, and I believe University Red or some type of red. So this is the mock-up they came up with so far. Is it kind of like a Diet Strange Love? Yes, but you know, Strange Love's going for way too much money at this point. So I would take some Diet Strange Loves, no problem. Now the thing is, February isn't until next year. So we got a few months until we actually get some real photos, or at least leaked photos of these. So when I get those, I'll let y'all know. The next bit of dunk news we got is a pair of lows, or a couple pair of lows, and they are for small feet gang or the ladies out there. Now I believe you got 4 or 5 colorways. You got the yellow and white, which people were asking about. I think you have like a mint and white, a neutral gray, and then a very, very light pastel blue. So pastel, yellow, gray, and mint. And I believe all of these colorways are slated for next year. Now hopefully they do come in somewhat of an extended sizing, because I know a lot of people out there are going to want a pair of those neutral gray dunks. But a lot of you also were asking about that yellow and white pair. So whatever your favorite colorway is, let me know down below, or if you hate the dunk hype right now, because I'm going to be completely honest once again. I'm going to keep it a buck. Trying to cop dunks right now is insanely stupid. Like, it's just, I'm not calling you stupid because you're trying to cop them, because I try to cop them, but trying to cop them on Nike sneakers is just like, it's $100 shoe. It's an automatic flip if you get them. And again, it just feels like this is a very lottery-esque sneaker. If someone wins this shoe, they don't feel like they're winning the shoe. They didn't win the dunks. They just won whatever money they can make off of it. And with the dunk being only $100, being pretty limited, and people knowing that they flip every time, it is very hard to get dunks on release day, for sure. And again, people aren't tired of the dunks dropping. People are just tired of taking the L every time on release day. That's it. Hopping into some Reebok news, we actually got a brand new model on the way, and this is the Premier Road Modern from Reebok. And there's actually 4 different colorways. You have 2 that have some different color, you know, the kind of wilder colorways, and you also have a all white and an all black. And when you see this shoe, it does kind of give you those little bit of the Balenciaga vibes, a little bit of designer vibes, but I feel like that's what this shoe is aiming for, especially when you look at these really colorful ones. That one that's like red, green, yellow, and white, I believe. I'll make sure I put that one on the bottom of the screen. That one is loud, and to me that really reminds me of those Balenciaga colorways. Now the thing that is great about this shoe is that you don't have to spend $895 for a pair, or $800 or $700 or $600. Again, the retail is $200. We've talked about this shoe once before because there was a collab on it, but I will look into maybe trying out a pair. I think these are super interesting, and for someone who doesn't want to spend all their money on like some Balenciaga tracks, hey, try out these joints right here, 2 off the hip. Hey, you get them in hand, you don't like them, return them. It's that simple. Up next this week, we also got a look at the brand new University Blue pair of Air Jordan 9s. Now, these are not supposed to be dropping until sometime holiday of this year in 2020, and the retail will be $190. We just got some photos right here. They're not the best photos because you can't just see the whole shoe. It's those leaked photos. So yeah, they're here. Just wanted to show y'all this real quick. They're on the way. In some Nike basketball news, we gotta look at this brand new Nike Hybrid S2 What The. And I gotta say, out of all Nike basketball sneakers, the Kyrie has stayed pretty consistent with some really good colorways, really good themes, and these What The joints is pretty fire in my opinion. Now, if loud, crazy, colorful shoes are not your thing, obviously you're not gonna like any type of What The shoe. But I really feel like these Kyries are pretty clean, and I mean, what more can I say? Kyrie and Nike have definitely been doing their thing. Now, these are going to retail for $130, and they're dropping sometime this fall. Now, all of you watching, because I'm sure y'all tune in every Heater Hype, should already know there is a ton of Kobe releases going on this week. We already had one today, and this next shoe is another Kobe 5 PROTRO, and this is the 5 rings pair of the Kobe 5. This is another one that should be dropping later on this year in 2020, and the 5 rings is, of course, this one dropped, I believe, in summertime of 2010 when Kobe actually got his 5th ring. So that's where these joints come from. Listen, you already know how the Kobe's are doing. Y'all know how people are out here for them. Good luck. Another summer 2021 Jordan Brand release. We have these Obsidian and Dark Powder pairs of Air Jordan 13s. And obviously, when you see Obsidian Dark Powder, this colorway, I'm just gonna call it the UNC 13. This one just popped up this week. This is a new leak, a new rumor, and this is just a mock-up. So for right now, all we have is this photo. If we get any more info, any leaked photos, which we probably won't get for a while, trust me, I'll let y'all know. Now, before we get into the official Basura of the week, I just wanted to go ahead and get this shoe out of the way because a lot of y'all keep asking, why is it not on the Basura list? And that is the Jaden Smith X Racer, this New Balance collab shoe that he has with him. This one is just a yellow colorway. I don't, hate the shoe. Is it something that I would personally wear? Probably not. I guess if you had like a ranking of high, mid, or Basura, it's kind of coming more so closer to mid, kind of going to Basura. But it's just not there yet. I don't really hate him like that, so that's why I'm on Basura. But hey, feel free to flame him up in the comments. Okay, it is time to get into this week's official Basura of the week. And like I told y'all, we have the resident Basura king in the building for this video. But first up, 2 names I don't think you would think that would land in Basura of the week together is Beyonce and Adidas with these shits right here, which is the Beyonce and Adidas Superstar platform. When I seen this shoe, at first I didn't think it was real. I thought it might be some bullshit, but no, this is one of the Beyonce collabs. Now, for all of those who are patiently waiting on some more Beyonce Ivy Park stuff, was this what you envisioned coming from Beyonce and Adidas? I didn't, but hey, it's 2020. Anything can happen. Now, other than just this weird ass raft on the bottom of the shoe, the actual toe is pointed as if it was like some heels or something. Now, if Beyonce puts them on in a video, is this sneaker going to sell? Of course. Hopefully there's a part in the video where she's walking across the water in these shits, because again, they look like some fucking floating raft superstars, bruh. And also, I don't know why, but these give me like a somewhat Basura version of Sakai feel. I don't know, that's just the vibe of these. But yeah, that's just how I feel. Please don't tweet this video. Don't send this to the Hive, okay? Please, I don't need those type of problems. I already know how it goes with them. And if one of the members sees this, listen, I don't hate Beyonce. I just didn't like this shoe. That's all. Okay, just leave me alone, please. I'm good. And for the worst Basura of this week, we have the resident Basura king, Basura champ, Mason Margiela, back again, this time with Reebok for $1,150. So for the small feet gang out there, for $1,150, you can own these. Somebody did this. Shits right here, the Killer Croc 5s. They can be yours for just a rack and a little bit of change. That's it. Over the years, y'all know we have gone in on a lot of designer sneakers, and right now I don't think anyone is beating Margiela for some of the worst sneakers of the past three years. And the craziest thing about this shoe is that someone out there, somebody bought this. Can I just get one more? Can I get one more? Somebody did this. Somebody did this. Exactly. Someone indeed did this. Another women's platform heel sneaker boot type thing. This one with the tabby toe again. I mean, that's regular Margiela shit, the tabby toe. But right here, it is not working. The Basura speaks for itself, and I'm tired of looking at them. So let's go ahead and move them off this screen and let's go ahead and get back to the heat, bro. For a quick update, that what the pair of Air Jordan 5 should be dropping on November 7th for a retail of $220. Now, that's it. It was just an update. That's the release date. Y'all know what these look like. We talked about them before, but that is when they should drop. And I feel like November, December, you know, it's going to pick up. It's going to be a lot of heat dropping. We also finally got a look at this pair of Air Jordan 4s in this deep ocean colorway. Kind of reminds me of the Sashiko Pack pair of SBs. As y'all can see, it's an all over, basically navy blue pair of 4s with a ton of different prints and patterns all over the upper. Even the box has those prints and those patterns. And you know, I'm not really mad at this pair. Is it something that I'm looking at right now and saying, yo, I need to cop? Nah, not really. But I feel like these are, you know, unique. Now, whether that's unique in a good way or unique in a bad way, hey, you let me know down below. Another one we finally got photos of is this brand new Yetcher pair of Yeezy 350 V2s, and the colorway is pretty close to the mock-up. It is like a dark tan, some blues, kind of like some brown colors. I'm not the biggest fan of this 350 V2. And more than likely, this is going to be yet another pass as far as those 350s go. Yes, I still need to cop the Marshes, and yes, I will get the Marshes eventually. That's been one of the best 350s this year so far, for sure, hands down. For the next collab, we actually have an official release date for them, at least overseas for the European retailers, and that is August 29th for this Sean Wotherspoon Superstar, the Super Earth joint. Now, I already told you guys that I really like this shoe. I am going to be going for it, but right now it seems that there's only on like End and I believe sneakers and stuff. So those are the only raffles I've seen so far, but if you are looking for this shoe, check like European boutiques for raffles. That's where it seems to be at right now, and I assume that a more wider release should come to the US at some point in the next few weeks, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. And for the last story of this week, we have the pinnacle of SB hype dropping later this year for $90, the Chicago pair of J-Pack SB Dunk Lows. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, you don't even want to look at the prices. Basically, if you don't cop them at retail, don't spend the resale for them. Right now, the resale is basically all the lowest ask are $1,000 or up, and the people that are trying to buy the shoe with highest bids are shooting themselves in the foot by already putting the highest bids at like 500 and 600 bucks. Listen, there is no release date for this shoe yet, but again, it retails for 90 bucks. And this one for me is purely retail or nothing. But that is it, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know down below, did you cop anything this week, or did you save all the money in the pockets? Remember, that is always a good option. Make sure you go check that video out like I told y'all before. Link is down below, please. I would appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy that joint. Anyways, man, much love to all the fam, followers, and of course supporters. You guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Twitch. The Twitch is BulletRC, by the way. Here, there, blah, blah, of course. The shoes are in the box. So, BulletRC, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. I know what time it is, man. It's time to go edit. Much love. Peace.
If you come here trying to take some, there's a lot more where that came from, and it really